guess Nico and then...
Huh?
Oh, it's for the common man. Okay. I'll put for common man. That's what I'm going to put right here. Alright. Not a bad dare. Although the pole dance, the fully clothed pole dance, let me know when that's happening. We'll go there. Alright. We have Tim Shea on deck. We have Victor Bernardo double deck, and then we got John King back and clean up there. And then we got a lot more people coming up tonight, but this is probably one of the busiest ones we've had. So please do stick around. You know, you don't have to run away right after you play. We're going to be here for a little while. We have coming to the stage right now. He comes practically every week. Give it up for Nico Dios, DMT, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that. You know, I promise. No, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of me. That's enough. Hey, there's a guy I got in my library. He's Russian. He sounds exactly like you. I just couldn't fucking believe when I hear it. Anyway, you know, I got these topics I'm really interested in that none of you are interested in, but I got to talk about it anyway because I'm like, you know, freaked out and freaky and nerdy and weird. One of the things I was listening to on NPR, any of you people listen to NPR? Yeah. That's funny, right? That's funny, right? Okay. It was about creativity, intelligence, you know, in the brain. What is going on with intelligence? I know you're aching to know, but I'll tell you what it is. It's gray matter, you know, is well organized. And that's what leads to what we call intelligence, which intelligence is a very, you know, iffy term. It doesn't really describe, but you intuitively understand what it means, right? Okay, it means, like, essentially, I believe, is a very large database with a, but also very highly processed database, so that you have considered, you know, an enormous number of facts. Now, I don't know if anybody around here has done anything like that, but, you know, remains to be seen. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything. But the other part is creativity. Has anybody got any, you know, thoughts on that? Probably not. Okay. Now, what it entails is there are two parts of the brain structure. One is the gray matter, which is really the surface of the cortex, the adrenal cortex. But the other part is the white matter. Has anybody ever heard of that? White matter? Anyway, it is it's sort of the intraneural connection throughout the brain, and allows the brain to you know, correspond from one part to another. I mean, this is a very micro view of the whole topic. You know, we could just really get into this, you know, because one of the areas that they didn't follow up on, and which I'm sure that some of you have heard about, is the difference between the right lobe of the brain and the left lobe. So what happens is, if you're right-handed, you are activating your left through your left side of your brain, which means that that's logical, clear, reasonable, and, you know, acceptable kind of thinking. But when you access the right side of your brain through the left hand, apparently, which is very odd, that's the more creative approach to thinking and, you know, living in the world. So if you're, you know, into the right side of your brain, you know, you could be. So there's another aspect of creativity that was not covered in this aspect of the gray matter versus the white matter. And then, here's the pièce de résistance. The genius, which the guy pointed out, is a term that is much too loosely used. They call these punks genius? Nah, I don't think so. You know, genius, what is that? It's, a genius thinks of things that nobody else thinks of, and then declares that. And requisite, of course, in terms of creativity as well, is that it is useful, that what the genius thinks of is not just some extraneous bleh, but is useful stuff. Now, I'm a genius, you know? I don't know if any people knew that or intimated that, maybe one over here, but I really am. I'm a total fucking genius. And, you know, I don't know any others, and I don't think I've ever met any others. I've seen representations of them on television. The one is, you ever see The Big Bang? You know, the punk, his name is Sheldon, and he's supposed to be a genius, but he's not. He's a stupid idiot. And all his friends are even dumber. But then there's some detectives, you know, like you ever see that show Monk? He's a genius, but, you know, he's really neurotic. You know, like weird. He doesn't want to touch anybody. He doesn't want to do anything. He has to stay away from people. Well, I'm kind of like that too. I don't like anybody to touch me. I don't like to shake hands. I don't even like to look at people, and I don't like them to look at me. You know, so I'm a really, really weird guy. You know, but I have a kind of social fluency because I like to drink. And see, this gets me over. See, I start drinking, and I loosen up, and then I'm talking. I'm acting like a normal human being. It's so strange for me, because when I wake up in the morning, you know, like I think, oh my God, how did you do that? And then what do I actually like to do? I go online and like to, you know, do stuff online, talk to people. You know, it's like my life has become virtual. The real world, you know, interacting with people, you know, likey. I don't really like people very much. I mean,
Nico Dios. Nico, have you ever pulled an April Fool's Day prank, Nico?
Have I ever done one?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It's not the kind of thing I do. No.
Somehow knew that.
No. I'm not that kind of person.
It's not.